Hello, everybody. This is Danilo Cuellar from peacefulanarchism.com. Out here in beautiful nature, once again, the spontaneous order that surrounds us all. So, today I want to talk about something that my 4-year-old daughter mentioned yesterday, and it got me thinking. We were in the car ride, and she was she started crying. And she was talking about death, and she was scared of death, and she was scared of growing old. And she said, "Am I going to die? Is everybody going to die? What happens after death?" And I'm sure most parents eventually get asked this question by their kids, and to me, that establishes the fundamental difference between the human being and the animal or the beast, in that we have the ability to hold abstract concepts, to contemplate our existence, to imagine the future. You cannot threaten a cow with pain in the future. You can't threaten a dog or a cat with pain in the future, but you can threaten a human being with pain in the future. And this is a fundamental difference. Now, the idea that our lives are limited, that our existence will be cut short at some point, that we have a finite amount of time here on this earthly plane, I think this lends enormous meaning and value to our lives, without which our lives would be meaningless. What is the purpose of a relationship? What's the purpose of advocating for this or that principle when, if you do not die, if your life is not mortal? So the idea that we each have 86,164 seconds per day, I believe, really is a measure that we are all equal in that way. We all have the same amount of time. Now, we may have different access to various resources, to money, wealth, opportunities, to different handicaps or skills or abilities or talents, but this is not deterministic, right? This is not fatalistic. We can change our future by our efforts through our study and learning and the acquisition of new skills and new abilities. Nothing is set in stone. Every day you make a choice how you want to live your life. The future of your life is determined by the choices that you make today. And since we all have a finite amount of time in the day and a finite amount of time to live, we must take care, therefore, of the things that we say, of how we treat people, of how we raise our kids. Because these things will have lasting effects on future generations, and they will provide the foundation of how your life will be examined upon your death. What is the meaning of a good life? I don't know. The good life is described differently by different people. The good life for one person may be becoming an entrepreneur. Another person may be becoming a musician. The good life may be becoming a parent, or treating patients, healing the sick. The good life, I think, is measured in how much value you provide not only to yourself, but to your fellow human beings. Did you make the world a better place than when you entered? Did you help those around you? Did you serve those around you? Did you provide for your family? Did you raise and educate your kids? This is, to me, the meaning of a good life, of a successful life. The value or the beauty of a butterfly lies in its impermanence. The beauty of a flower and its scent and its very provocative scent lies in the fleeting nature of its existence. Fresh food is delicious because once it is cooked, it immediately begins to rot and decay. Relationships with our fellow human beings are beautiful things, and they transform and they change over time. Relationships don't stay the same, but this is okay. We all go through phases. Nobody stays the same. Why would you expect a relationship with another human being that is constantly in flux, constantly in change? How can you expect that relationship to stay the same? It cannot. We are all changing all the time. I believe it was the Greek philosopher Heraclitus that said, "You cannot stand in the same stream twice." The only thing constant in this world is change, and death is part of that change. Beings are born, beings thrive and live, and beings die. It is the nature of things. It is the nature in the natural world just as it is in the business world. Businesses are born, thrive, and perish for various reasons. No business, just as no business is secured a future, no employee is secured their job, no organism is secured a life. It must be fought for. It must be struggled. You have to fight for your right to live because it is not given to you. It is something that you earn through toil, through your blood, sweat, and tears. Just as a hard day's work brings a peaceful sleep, so too the well-lived life brings a peaceful death. So every day you are making choices, every day you are making memories, every day your actions and your words are being recorded in the ledger of history. How do you want other people to remember you? What do you want them to say about you at your funeral? That answer will determine how you live your life, how you lead your life, how you treat those around you. No man is an island. We all benefit from each other. We all help each other. That is the essence of capitalism, of the economy, of free trade, of the free market. It's a beautiful thing. Civilization was built by human beings providing solutions to each other, helping each other, solving problems daily. So I look to death not as a fearful end, but a reward of a life well lived. Thank you very much. This is Danilo Cuellar from peacefulanarchism.com. Enjoy nature.